Okay, Krista and I are going to wash this pup. He's never had a bath before. Take a wrap, I think, so that, oh, that's okay, I guess. He's never had a bath, and so what I do to wash their heads is I use a bucket of just clean water to get their faces wet instead of using the hose. Good boy.
Okay,
Because it's not as scary for him. That's a very nice dog. Yes, that's lovely. That's lovely.
Good boy, puppy.
Insides of ears get washed. And as long as you don't spray right down their ears, they don't seem to mind too much. This is our cranberry facial, no tears stuff in a thing that makes foam instead of having the soap run all over the place, which is really convenient. Good boy. Boy's a nice dog.
Good puppy.
He is a nice dog. Yes, he's a very nice dog. A little bit more, huh? A little bit more in your little grubby ear. Oh, he's so nice.
Hi, you want to be next?
Good dog. Good puppy. Very nice dog. So that's all we need for that. And now I'll use my washcloth to rinse his face off the same way. Good puppy. Very good dog. Oh, you're so good. Look at your little white face. Oh, it's a very nice looking face. Yes, it's a very nice looking face. Yes, it is.
Okay, puppy.
It's marvelous face. Marvelous. Yes. He's very good. And we get the inside of these ears really rinsed. Go puppy. And then I will wash under his chin and rinse him a little better with the hose, the nozzle, once he's a little accustomed to the nozzle. So that's all a face needs. You want to tie him,
Thanks,
Krista, so
puppy.
you don't have to
Sure,
hold
yeah,
him?
we can tie him
Okay.
around his.
Oh, we got you stuck. We have you stuck. Come here. Put your little
There
face
you
over
go,
here.
puppy.
Put your face over here. There you go. All right, your challenge is going to be to comfort the dog and stay out of the way of the camera,
Yeah.
which might be two different things. I don't know. Maybe do it from this side. Yeah. Okay, so with pups that haven't ever had a hose before, we start at the back. Put a hand on. Usually it's a lot more fun than they think it's going to be initially. It's usually tricky to get wet. Which I'm going to try not to do to you. Oh, you hose. Good puppy. That's a very good pup. That is a very good dog. So we've got a gallon of mixed up stuff here, which is most of a gallon of water and about a quarter of a cup of shampoo. If you put shampoo directly on the dog, you run the risk of not being able to rinse it off. So we dilute it. That's what this is. Krista has this mixed.
Good puppy. Oh, look, your friend's comforting you.
Is it up on his chest?
Yeah.
Okay. Is that good?
I think so, yeah.
Okay. All right. Now I'm going to let Krista rub all that in while I load this up for our next thing, which is conditioner.
Good boy, puppy.
The conditioner does a couple of things. Obviously, it does what you think it does, which is make the coat nice. But also, used in conjunction, this conditioner anyway, which is a conditioner that's meant to be allowed to stay on this hair and not rinsed off if you want it to be. So with this conditioner, if we add it before we rinse the dog off, it actually helps the shampoo come off of the dog's coat. So it goes on next before we rinse the dog. Is it everywhere?
Yeah.
Head too?
Yep.
Okay. Peachy cool. All right.
Alright, buddy.
I think his hindquarters are still sort of yucky.
Okay, yeah. Might need to get that a little better.
This guy's got dense cheek hairs, so I've got some of this on my hands that's full strength, and I'm going to work into these places that we didn't quite get.
Good boy. Here. I like how this other puppy's just sitting here.
Good boy. You're doing a good job, little guy. Okay. Now we rinse the dog off. And as soon as we get this dog rinsed off, we're going to turn it loose and we're going to let Krista run with him a little bit so that he doesn't throw himself in the dirt and get himself all muddy. But even if he does that, it's external mud and it will will come off.
Here you go, honey.
So your washing is not for nothing even if they do that. So I've got this set really low so I can get this stuff off of his head. Got his head held up? Yeah. Okay.
Here you go, hon. Good boy.
I don't think he minds this a bit.
Nah.
This puppy's in kind of a little bit of a shy period, and I thought this might scare him, which is part of why I'm doing this with Krista's help instead of doing it on my own.
Hey, baby.
So it might just be that he's fine because Krista's holding his head. That's possible.
Hey, baby.
You have to rinse soap out longer than you think you do.
Okay. Buddy, okay. Hey, baby.
Here you go, baby.
Hey, better.
Using the harness instead of the collar is really important. The dog not feel held by a collar. And the harness gets really loose when it's wet. It's easy to get our hands under.
Good baby.
Armpits get soap stuck in there easily.
Good baby.
Is that side of him feel
Yeah.
done?
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Good boy, buddy.
Up, under, everywhere really, really matters.
Wow. Yeah.
He's got heavy hair down here. Keeps having soap in it.
Good boy, baby girl.
Look at all the soap coming out of him.
Oh my goodness.
Goodness, I thought I had a lot of him.
Good boy.
I'm using my hand to feel to see if there's anything slippery under there. I think we got him. Okay. Now Chris is going to cut him loose and then walk off with him and get him to play a little bit and tell him he's marvelous. Good boy, you're all done. Yay!
Give me that.
Pull that harness off so he knows he's done. Good boy!
Good puppy.
So our dogs know that when there's a leash and a collar on that they're supposed to stay with us. And he didn't know if he was supposed to go play with her or not. Good boy! Yay, Bobby! Good dog!
Good boy.
Obviously not a traumatized dog. Notice that his orange tail dye was not affected at all by that wash.
Good boy.
That's it. Pretty easy.